The following program is a Town of Colonie television production of the William K. Sanford Town Library.
Welcome to Getting to Know You. My name is Joe Nash. Today we're going to be talking about the Troy Turkey Trot, the return of the Troy Turkey Trot, because last year it was run virtual, and I think a lot of people are happy it's back. As a native of Troy, it's always a great day. It's very festive. I have run it since 1975. I have missed the last couple due to injuries and age, mostly age, but I still go down there every day. It's always a big day to be in Troy, and I think a lot of people are happy it's back, so we're going to be talking about that. And when you sign up at TroyTurkeyTrot.com, one of the donations you can make, if you want to make a donation, but we hope you will be for the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York, and we're going to be talking about that too. So, with us, the race director, former event director, Patrick Lynskey, and Molly Nicol from the Regional Food Bank. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
so
to see
Patrick,
you. Yes.
We were talking before we started. You have big shoes to fill of Mr. George Regan. You're now the race director.
Well, yes.
When did you decide that we were going to have it in person? Was there a chance that maybe it wasn't going to come off this year? Or?
I think everything's kind of been in flux this year, just with different events. But we knew pretty early on in the year that we were going to try to go live if at all possible.
Okay. And then have you, like I say, I've been doing it since the 1975. Is it going to be pretty much the same, or is it going to be any?
It's going to be pretty much the same. We are going to have some, COVID-related things that we're going to implement, but like masks indoors and for packet pickup, one-way packet pickup in the atrium. We're doing drive-through packet pickup for 3 days before the event. So hopefully we'll get everybody to pick up their packets plenty early. So.
And we're filming this. Today's October 19th, right?
Right.
So what has the response been so far? I was on the website. It looks like for the 5K, for the team event, there's already over 50 teams. Are people getting excited? What's the response been so far?
It seems like people have had a really good response. I think initially we sent out one email blast, and I think we did one boosted Facebook post, and that was it. And the registrations started coming in rather briskly right away. So I think people are very excited.
I think a lot of people are happy, and as everyone knows, several years ago, the races started earlier. It was Patrick's idea, actually. The races started earlier, 6-7 years ago, and that was a big boost to runners because now everyone can get home in time for the big dinner and everything. I don't know how everyone's going to be doing it this year, but one quick thing, this is the 74th running, but it's also the 105th anniversary of the running of the first, so there's a gap in there somewhere.
Yeah, everybody goes, how does that work? I think I have two anniversaries, sort of. But so the race started in 1916.
Yes.
And then it wasn't held during the late 30s into the
there's a little gap.
During World War II and in that range.
And it is the oldest.
And then they brought it back.
It's one of the oldest road races in the whole country. And as far as the Capital District goes, there's a few other runs out there, but every year I like to say they are the pretenders. The Turkey Trot is the real deal. So, all right. So everything's going good. You say everything's fine, and we're starting out. Okay. So when you sign up, you can donate money to the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York in Latham, and for Joseph's House in.
Joseph's House and Shelter in Troy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now you can't, you donate one amount, and you can't say one amount. Okay. So Molly, how long have you been director over there?
I became the CEO of the food bank in June of this year.
Okay.
But I was on the board for 8 years before that, so I'm quite familiar.
Now, a lot of people know of your group. The Regional Food Bank is a big operation. It's not a food pantry. It's not a soup kitchen. You guys supply all those places, right?
We
over
did.
like 1,000 food pantries and charitable organizations, over 23 counties.
23 counties. We
Right.
go up to the Canadian border and all the way down to Rockland County. We're a very, very large warehouse right around the corner
Yeah,
from here.
I think everyone knows by the other side of the airport,
The other
right?
side of the airport, yep.
So you guys, and I was reading some of your stats here, you guys had over 50 million pounds of food and basic needs you gave away last year?
Yeah,
Is that
last year it was a very big increase as a result of COVID.
Yeah.
So prior to that, we gave away maybe 42, 45 million pounds of food. Last year was 55.8 million pounds.
So there was a big increase during the COVID year?
Huge increase during
Okay.
COVID, and it hasn't really gone down much. We expect to distribute 52 million pounds this
All
year.
right, and you have, according to the fact sheet,
Yes.
you have something like 13,000 volunteers?
We have, before COVID, we had 16,000 volunteers. During COVID, it went down to 12,000, and now we're up to about 13,000 again.
All right, and how many years have you been getting money from the Turkey Trot or do you know?
I don't know, is it 10, 20?
Any-
All right, so
yeah,
you're-
at
you're
least-
It's very,
You've always been one of the sponsors.
we have always been one of the recipient agencies, and we are so grateful. I mean, they just really have done a fabulous job for us.
And then, Patrick, you were telling me, last year the Turkey Trot was run virtually, but interestingly, the donations went up, so hopefully that'll keep up.
Right.
Tell me what
Hopefully we can beat last year's total. That would be great. So,
Why do you think that? Do you think people were just...
I think that people were just kind of feeling that there's a lot of need out there,
Yeah.
and unfortunately that need hasn't gone away. So Thanksgiving is about giving, and it's
That's true.
the holiday season. So
Now,
hopefully
Molly,
that'll continue.
one thing you wrote on here, just explain to me what this means, how this works, so I can understand it. For every dollar that your organization gets, that equals 4 meals? Or
4
How does
meals.
that...
Yep.
how does-
So we package up food.
'cause I know a meal costs more than a quarter.
It does, but if you put a lot of donated food together
Okay.
in a grocery package
Yeah.
for a family, you can buy a lot of food for $1 at the food bank. We get donated food from the USDA, from Nourish New York, from our partners, so that's how we can do it.
So you say you supply 1,000 food pantries. How far... how many trucks do you have over? Do you have a big...
We have 25 vehicles.
okay.
Yep. Some are the 18-wheelers that you see out on the road. Others are shorter, straight trucks. Yes.
Right, so that it is a big operation.
So if anybody needs a job, we need some drivers.
Everyone needs drivers.
We
from
need drivers, yes.
All right, so Patrick, now if we're down to the logistics. You want to just talk about, you got the 5K, 10K, the kids race. Tell us a little categories and everything.
Yep, so there's 4 events that take place on Thanksgiving morning. The 10K starts at 8 a.m. and we get everybody going nice and early with that. It's the longest event. And then the kids run and the walk are both a mile, and they start at 9 and 9:30 respectively, and then the 5K starts at 10. And the 5K is the big one, that's one of the biggest events in the area.
Now, I used to talk to George about this. In the old days, the 10K was the big one.
Right.
But we're all older now and can't run. Now, or we can run, but not as far. And Molly, you've run in it several
I've
times?
run it almost the entire 20 years I've lived here.
Really?
So me, my
Always-
kids, everybody goes.
Always the 5K?
No, I switched to the 10K.
right, that's-
The 5K was a little elbow room.
We're in the
needed
same.
there.
We're
Right.
we're in the same categories.
Yeah.
So, and then there's also, per usual, there's a costume contest.
Costume
teams,
contest.
and
There's all kinds of teams. So we've got, brother, sister, mother, daughter, father, son.
have a work team.
Mother, we have also some corporate teams as well. And the corporate teams should have some stiff competition this year. I think there's some good groups signing up already. So
now I was
I think
saying,
that'll be a lot of fun to watch.
for the 5K, I looked on the website. It looks like there's already over 50 teams, and it's still over a month away. So
Yeah,
that
we
should be-
routinely have well over 160 to 200 teams in a given year, typically.
Okay, and I noticed that the packet pickup has changed. It's going to be Saturday, November 20th, Sunday, November 21st from 10 to 5, but now you're down at the Italian Community Center, 1450 Fifth Ave, in the heart of South Troy, and also on Sunday, November 21st, so 3 days in a row. but you can still pick up stuff up to 15 minutes. You can still register and pick up to 15 minutes before at the atrium on Thanksgiving morning?
Till I think it's 20 minutes before each event starts. You can pick up your stuff. That gives you time to get there, and I'm not encouraging everybody to show up 20 minutes before start time,
Right.
but certainly, if that's the only option you have, you can come pick up your packet on race day and get your bib on and go right out.
All right. So other than those 3 days, you can still get the packet on Thanksgiving morning,
yes,
if you want.
6:30 a.m. until 15 minutes before,
at the atrium.
20 minutes before.
All right. Now the other thing is, have the running routes changed?
The running routes have not changed.
All right.
They'll be the same as they have
Back
been
over-
the last 3 or 4 years. So the 10K goes up over the Green Island Bridge and then out to 111th Street and around the park and then back. And the Kids Mile goes out to Hutton Street and around a cone and back. And the 5K goes out to, I think it's right before 101st,
Okay.
and then back.
All right. Now we're going to talk about this. I was saving this till maybe near the end a little bit because I'm older and don't understand a lot of it. How does the virtual turkey trot work?
Right.
Explain.
That's a good question. That's something I had to learn a lot about last year was virtual events.
I would encourage everyone just to go run, but if
just
you want to
go
do it virtually,
come down and run, join us. If for some reason you can't, or if you have loved ones that are on the West Coast or in the middle of the country, and you can't be together, this is actually a really good way to be able to run together at separate locations on Thanksgiving morning. So we have an app that we had developed last year that through a company called RTRT, and they have developed technology where you can do peer-to-peer racing on your phone.
in
So
other
you
words,
download the app, take your phone with you
on your run.
on your run. You can also upload GPS watch as well if you need to.
It's already too complicated for me.
Yeah, right. So
I'm just kidding.
you go out and you do your run, and it actually has prompts that tells you where you're at on where you would be at on the actual turkey trot course.
Oh,
In
okay.
addition to giving you your mile splits, and
it might
you're
say-
currently at 1 mile, you're across from Bella Napoli.
Oh. So it won't just say you're 1 mile. It'll say you've just passed the ale house or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's got a greeting by the mayor and some other stuff in it.
And how did that work out last year?
It worked out really well. We were actually able to see some live results come in as people were running and see kind of how the competition was playing out, as it was happening. And
Now-
so this year the virtual race will be in conjunction with the live in-person race.
So the people doing the virtual race, they can just run anywhere they run their house.
They can run anywhere they want.
And then do they all start at the same time? Or?
We have a window for the virtual runners. We'd like everybody to start.
Oh, then you just enter your time.
Yeah, you enter your time.
Right.
Actually, if you're running with your phone, your time gets uploaded automatically, almost instantly. So we can actually see. I could look up your name and say, "Oh, he's at mile 1.5."
Okay.
In 7 minutes.
But you had last year. You had a couple thousand people do this. Right?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Molly.
We got a lot of good feedback on it.
You think you could handle that, or?
I could definitely handle that. Come on, bring it on, bring it on. Yes.
Oh, that sounds.
Yeah.
And you had over a couple thousand, and also you had a increase in your donation, so that's pretty good. So this year, you think that'll be continued now? You do it both
I hope
ways?
so. I hope that we'll still get some good participation from people that can't be in Troy
Okay.
on Thanksgiving morning, and
I know.
people in Troy will be able to share it with their family members who can't make it, and so hopefully that'll be a good, strong component to the event and continue to, let us
This
run
year
together virtually, and then increase in donations as well. Hopefully we can continue to see that. We'd like to be able to raise, $20,000 for the food bank if possible.
And I think this year, I don't know what travel is going to be like. Everything's still going on. So I know you didn't bring an example of this year's T-shirt.
I did not, but I
George
can get
always
you a
did.
graphic.
George always did. But anyway, can you describe this year's shirt? I know
Yes, it's a nice wicking blended shirt. So it's got ring spun cotton and polyester. It's a blend. Short sleeve. It's a graphite gray.
Okay, I think I have
with
one
a
of
nice
those
graphic on it.
years ago.
Yep. It's similar to a couple of the shirts that we've done in the past that are real nice.
right.
It's a shirt you like to kind of wear around the house,
Yeah.
and you know.
I think I have one in that color, and it's got the turkey trot thing, and very good. So it sounds like it's back to normal. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Except for this virtual stuff. I don't.
Yeah, no, but it's normal, I think, with an enhancement, right?
Yeah.
So I have two
Right.
kids who live overseas. They can do the turkey trot over there
Okay,
Right.
and still participate.
And they can actually, if she's running the live race and she goes across one of the timing mats, they can see
Oh,
your
good.
time and they can compare, oh, I better pick it up.
Yeah.
So
I
where,
want mom to beat me, right?
so where are your children?
So two of them are in London and one lives in Troy.
All right, so you're going to have to coordinate the time.
Exactly,
Time
right.
difference in London.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It is.
I should go run over there.
I know, that would be nice, but I think I have some jobs to do on the morning of the race.
All right, so Turkey Trot is back. It is November 25th, which is Thanksgiving morning. Now, have I missed anything? Anything else you want to?
I want to thank the people at the Turkey Trot for being such
Always.
generous donors. I mean, and the Turkey Trot organization, we love working with them. It's a fabulous group to work with, and it's a fabulous cause. There's still a need out there.
There is, and the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York, you can make donations to them all year round, right?
Exactly right. Yes,
Right.
we're a full-service business.
Our donation portal doesn't close on race day either. It stays open, so we can continue to receive donations for the food bank and Joseph's House all the way through, at least Christmas.
And we'll say the Joseph's House helps homeless people with, they serve several hundred, or maybe it's in the thousands now. I don't know. Have you had it this year? Have you had any talks with them about what?
I have talked
Have they had an
to
increase in
Kevin.
need also during
Yes, they
COVID?
have recent need. Yeah, their need went way up last year as well,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. So that's two good organizations to donate to, and please be generous. All right, so Molly and Patrick, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all down at the Turkey Trot and live in person this year. Be back. We'll see you next time on Getting to Know You.